Welcome back to Plaas TV. Piglets need proper care and nutrition in order for them to have a healthy, productive life. The feeding needs of piglets change quickly in the first few weeks, so being prepared in advance for each phase will help your piglets off to a strong nutritional start. P3NC are experts in this regard, and in today's episode of Plaas TV, Casey van der Bergh gives us some perspective on the importance of correct piglet nutrition. Let's hear what's happening on the news front first.
Welkom by die nuus. Die skip Al-Mesila het verlede week na 'n regstryd met meer as 50.000 skape uit Oos-London se hawe vertrek. Die skip behoort aan Al-Mawashi, Suid-Afrika, die land se grootste uitvoerder van lewende hawe. Die Australiese uitvoerveeartsenykunde Dr. Colin Scrivener sal saam met die diere reis en die Departement van Landbou, Grondhervorming en Landelike Ontwikkeling sal sake deurlopend volgens die Wêreldorganisasie vir Dieregesondheid se riglyne monitor. Die reis sal na verwagting tussen 14 en 21 dae duur. En volgens Wandile Sihlobo van Agbus kan koringinvoere die seisoen met meer as 300.000 ton daal. Dit is as gevolg van die verwagte toename in koringproduksie. Suid-Afrika bly egter steeds 'n netto-invoerder van koring. In die land het die afgelope 5 jaar ongeveer 3,2 miljoen ton koring per jaar verbruik. En volgens 'n onlangse verklaring van die Suid-Afrikaanse Landboumasjinerie Vereniging is die trekkerverkope van 438 eenhede in Augustus slegs 1 eenheid minder as wat verlede Augustus verkoop is. Vir die jaar tot dusver is trekkerverkope 3% minder as verkope vir die vorige ooreenstemmende tydperk. 13 stroopers is in Augustus verkoop, terwyl geen stroopers verlede Augustus verkoop is nie. So stroperverkope vir die jaar tot dusver is 18% meer as verkope in die vorige ooreenstemmende tydperk. En dit is dan vandag se nuus. But stay with Plaas TV. After the commercial break, we'll be focusing on pig nutrition, and this time on our piglets with P3NC.
Simparica by Zoetis, your best friend's best friend.
My name is Casey. I'm the account manager and nutritionist at P3NC, the Piglet Nutrition Company. My passion is to help piglets through the challenging weaning phase so that they can have the best start in life and thrive throughout their lifetime. It is important to teach the piglets to eat solid feed while they're still suckling from their mother. This ensures that they experience a gradual weaning process from the liquid milk to the solid creep feed. Successful adaptation of piglets to the challenging weaning phase is largely attributed to the quality of feed they receive pre- and post-weaning. This feed should be highly technical, palatable, digestible, and nutrient-dense to enhance feed intake and make nutrients more easily available to the developing gut. This allows the piglet to develop a healthy appetite without challenging the gut and optimizes future pig performance. The weaning process is a very challenging phase of the piglet's life. They are separated from their mom and litter mates. moved from a liquid diet with frequent meals to a solid feed with less frequent meals, and moved into a new home environment. Piglets should have ad libitum or free access to high-quality feed and water. The performance of piglets in the first week after weaning is strongly correlated with the weight at the end of the nursery phase and the number of days required to reach end weight. Thus, feeding a high-quality feed is seen as an investment in the future of your pig performance. At Bainsfield, when piglets are moved into the nursery at 28 days old, they start off with a nice warm porridge to help get them off to a good start and to keep their bellies nice and full. At P3NC, our vision is to be the piglet nutrition experts in South Africa and Africa, and to empower the farmer to produce their own high-quality piglet feed. We strive to be at the forefront of antibiotic and zinc oxide reduction strategies. Our mission is to enable farmers to develop prepared, productive, and profitable piglets.
Goeiemôre, ek is Kristal van Frans de Klerk Onafhanklike Tegniese Ontleeders. Vanoggend kyk ons na die Brent olieprys en ons kan duidelik sien dat die instrument weerstand gekry het by daardie rooi lyn wat die 40-week bewegende gemiddeld verteenwoordig. En dit het gewag by $45.30. Toe die Brent olieprys nie genoeg kopers kon kry om daardie bewegende gemiddeld in 'n steun te verander nie, het die verkopers ingeklim en het die instrument na sy nuwe onlangse laagtepunt van $41.04 beweeg. Nou is die groot vraag, hoe laag kan hy gaan en waar sal daar moontlike steun wees? Nou, ek het die 100% en dan die 0% vlak gebruik op Fibonacci vlakke vanaf die 2de Maart tot en met die 20ste April om weerstand en steun vlakke uit te wys. En ons kan sien dat daai 78% vlak baie naby aan my 40-week bewegende gemiddeld gewag het. En dit wys ook hoe belangrik daardie weerstand was. Eers wanneer daardie $45.72 vlak in 'n steun kan verander, kan ons dalk aanneem dat die Brent olieprys terug kan gaan na $53.85 toe. Die volgende sterk steun op die Brent olieprys wag by $39.34 en dan selfs by $34.86. By enige van daardie vlakke moet die kopers inkom om die instrument te beskerm en daar moet vir ons 'n aanduiding wees dat daar meer kopers as verkopers is. Ons kan ook sien op die stochastiese indikator dat daar reeds 'n afwyking is, hy het reeds afgebreek en hy kan maklik eers oor verkoop raak voordat daar 'n moontlike omkeer kan wees in die Brent olieprys. Stuur gerus julle e-posse deur vir volgende week se vrae rakende tegniese analise. Wonderlike week vir julle. Totsiens.
NutriFeeds, die formule vir sukses. P3NC, the Piglet Nutrition Company.
Our next focus on Plaas TV is Piglet Nutrition. And with me I've got two ladies from P3NC. We've got Casey van der Bergh and Kate Roodt. Casey, why is it so important to give piglets a good start?
Well, we know that the end goal of our pig farmers is to produce finisher pigs or baconers, but we also know that how a pig starts its life has a massive influence on how they then finish, and I think the first few weeks of a piglet's life, as well as specifically speaking its birth weight and the first week after weaning, and the weight of the first week after weaning is highly correlated to the number of days to reach that end weight. So it's very important to give the piglets the best start at life that we can, so that they are then prepared for the best growth and best performance later on.
Now, you mentioned feeding a high quality piglet feed. What exactly does that entail?
So essentially our philosophy is to start off the pigs on the right foot, with the right nutrients at the right time, and basically to start them early. So while they're still with their mother, so that they can learn to eat the feed first of all, learn to digest the feed, and then they can be better equipped to have a gradual weaning process. So a high quality feed entails highly digestible ingredients that are of the best quality. Also, the feed needs to be attractive to the piglets because they need to learn to start eating solid feed, like I said, while they're still with their mother, which means they're still drinking milk. So solid feed is something that's foreign to them. So it needs to be attractive. It needs to be highly palatable. Like I mentioned, highly digestible. We need to include specialized and technical ingredients, such as your cooked cereals, sugars, milk-based products, and we need to make sure that all of these ingredients are brought together in the correct proportion of nutrients so that we best meet the piglet's requirements at an early age, and then as their gut grows and develops and is able to handle the more maize, soya rations that we feed pigs later in life.
Now, Casey mentioned the feed is highly specialized. Now, are farmers still able to manufacture feed themselves?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's what's made our model quite special and quite different, is the sense that we want the farmer to be able to have that ownership of feeding their piglets a really good quality product. So we focus on all the really highly specialized ingredients and make sure that we can get those all for the farmer, which are more difficult to get hold of. And we incorporate those into a concentrate. And that concentrate that can then be supplied to the farmer. They can then use the ingredients that they have on farm for their other standard feeds to then add onto that concentrate to make a really well balanced, very nutritional, highly digestible product based on our concentrate. What we also, by trying to support the farmer as we do, we can possibly reformulate these concentrates slightly with small adjustments, making sure that we can utilize what the farmer has on hand to make his own feed. And we've also moved away from the philosophy that a pellet is absolutely necessary. Many farmers cannot pellet their feed, so we don't feel that that's a big problem in this area, and that we are happy to supply the piglets with mash feed, get stuck to their noses, they lick it off, they still get those intakes that we need, and they learn to eat a feed that they can relate to.
So what does a typical feeding program look like, Casey?
So our philosophy is based on 3 phases. So like I mentioned previously, it's very important to first of all teach the piglets how to eat the solid feed and to start early while they're still with their mother drinking milk. It's also important that this feed is highly nutrient dense, because this is, in the first phase of the piglet's life, this is the only opportunity that we have to optimize on the feed conversion ratio of 1. So that essentially means, hypothetically speaking, if the piglet eats 1 kilogram of feed, they could also then gain 1 kilogram of growth. So our first phase is fed underneath the sow when still with their mother, and starting as early as possible, just introducing small amounts, and then fed until after weaning. Weaning can be 21 to 28 days, generally speaking, in South Africa. And then once they have started learning to eat, we move on to a second feed, which encourages feed intake, and we start gradually weaning them off of things like the milk powders. And then the third phase is more based on soya, maize rations, which they will then need to start being adapted to for later in life, which most rations in South Africa are based on.
Well, that was enough information for us. So we understand what you're saying about piglet nutrition today on Plaas TV. And thanks to Casey van der Bergh and Kate Roodt from P3NC.
P3NC, the Piglet Nutrition Company. Standard Bank. Voluit vorentoe.
Die 2020 Toyota SA Jong Afslaers kompetisie is vanjaar virtueel aangebied. Onder andere is een van die kategorieë 'n People's Choice kategorie. Kyk gerus nou na die video's en kies jou gunsteling afslaer deur sy naam en nommer te WhatsApp na 066 231 2430. Stemme sluit die 22ste September 2020.
I got a 7,050, I got a 7,071, I got a 7,150, 7,172, I got a 7,2, I got a 7,250, no, 7,2, I got a 7,3, 7,3, I got a 7,350, 7,350, I got a 7,4, 7,4, I got a 7,4, I got a 7,450, 7,450, I got a 7,5, 7,5, I got a 7,5, you'll almost have a 7,550, 7,550, I got a 7,5, that's 10, yo, 7,6.
En 15,000, 10,000 hierdie kant nou. En 10,000 maak vol, ja, 10,000 wat sê hulle nou, 11, hoe ek gaan 11 nou, anybody talk, me 12, this side, 12, this side, nou, hulle moet 12,000 nou, 13. En 13, moet ek gaan 13, anybody thinking me 14, 14, now, 14, now, 15, anybody 15. En 15,000 nou, so 15,000 hierdie kant down low, 15 now, anybody thinking me 15, hoe ek gaan 15 en 15. 15,000, like met 16 nou, en number 16, anybody 16,000. En 16,000, give me 16, anybody 16, hoe ek gaan 16.
18,5, op 18,5, nou is er op 18,500, die kom je baken vandaag op 18,5, maar 19,000, maar 19,000. Op 19,000, maar 19,000, maar 19,000, maar 19,5, 19,5, 20,000, maar 20,000, no. Op 20,000, maar 20,000, maar 21, maar 21, maar 22, maar 22, maar 22. Op 20.
Nou gevat 17,000 nou. 17,000 na meneer 18,000 nummer 18,000 nou 19,000 na meneer 19,000 nummer 19,000 kleintjie gevat 19,5. Op 19,500 na meneer 19,5 maar 19,500 20,000 nou. 20,000 na op 20,500 hy kant gevat 20,500 nou almal klaar 20,500.
We go. Had a 40,000 naira, but a 42 and a 22 naira, but a 45. Had 45,000 naira, but a 47 naira, but a 47,000 naira, but a 47 now, but me 50 naira, but a 50,000 no. Had 50,000 naira, but a 55 naira, but a 55,000 naira, but a 60,000 now. Had 60,000 now, make it a 70 naira.
18, look at a 19 now. I got a 19, look at a 20 now. I got a 20, look at a 21 and 21, and 21 and 22, and 22 and 23 now. And 22,000 again, no, and a 24 en a 25 now. A 25, I got a 25 and 26 manier. A 26,000 manier. I got a 25 now, look at a 26. Dames en heren, allemaal om mijn kamer. Kijk voor 26,000, ik heb 15.
15, 16, 16,000 rand, 16, 17, 17,000 rand, 17, 18. Maak het 18,000 rand, 18,000 now, 18,000 rand, 18,000 rand, 18,000 now, 18,000 rand, 18,000, 19, 18,000 etak. 18,000 rand, 18,000, make it 18,000 rand, 18,000, no more than 3 years, 3, 2, 3, 3, last time all op 18,000.
van 15, dankie, rad van 15,000, asking 16, rad van 16, rad van 16, asking 17, rad van 17, 17,000, rad van 19, rad van 19, dankie, rad van 19, rad van 19, asking 19, let's go, 19,000, rad van 19, maak je kopie vol, rad van 20, asking 21, rad van 21, dankie, rad van 22, rad van 22, let's go, rad van 22, rad van 23, rad van 23, rad van 23, aan mijn linkerkant.
At 11 now, but at 12, at 12 now, but at 12, at 12,000 now. At 12 now, 13, but at 13, at 13 now, 14. At 14 now, but at 15,000 now, but at 15, at 15,000. At 15 now, but at 15 now, 16,000, at 16 now, 17. At 17,000 and now, the lucky bulls here at 17,000 now, but at 17.
And I got 11 now, 12. At 12, there's around, I got 12 now, make it 13. At 13, there's around, I got 13 now, make it 14. At 14, 14, let's go 15. At 15, there's around, I got 16, 16 now, make it 17. At 17, there's around, I got 17 now, give it a 18. At 18, there's around, I got 18, mark 19. At 19, 19, let's go 20. At 20, 20 now, make it 22. At 22, I got a 22 now, give it a 24. At 24, 24 now, let's go 26. At 26 now, give it a 28.
50,000, 30, 30,000 now, 30 again with 20, 20,000, 20,000 hit tag, 25 iso, 25,000 naar 30, 30,000, 30,000 nou, 30,000, 35, 35,000, 35 iso per 40, 40,000 aan de 40,000 iso, 40,000 dames hier, 40,000 die, 45, 50, 50,000, 50,000, 50. 18,000
Is die Hilux 'n gebore legende? Nee, hy's een gemaak deur hom, daardie reus, die ou, daai legendes, hierdie ouens, jy, beslis sy, die modderige mense. Daai wow, daai woohoo, hy, en sonder twyfel, hulle. Die Hilux is nie 'n gebore legende nie, hy's een gemaak deur jou.
Netafim. Grow more with less.
Wil u 'n topdrop hê? BioBoost is 'n gebalanseerde voedingsaanvulling wat u sal help om die diere se volle potensiaal te bereik. BioBoost help om die diere se reproduksie, produksie en immuniteit te verbeter. Voor u 'n voedingsaanvulling kies, kyk eers watter produk die meeste regmerkies het. Kies BioBoost en sluit vandag by die topdropspan aan. Beskikbaar by u dieregesondheidverskaffer of vra u beheeragent.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Plaas TV, make sure that you tune in again next Wednesday for the third episode in our SwiNE Nutrition Management series. Click on the subscribe button in the right-hand corner to stay up to date with everything agriculture.